CoComelon is one of the most popular shows across any streaming platform. It's been around for quite some time and continues to draw in viewers. Let's take a deep dive into this young children's show to learn its untold truth. Watching CoComelon today, you might notice just how fun, colorful, and modern it looks. But this was not always the case. And in fact, the concept behind CoComelon was actually first developed back in 2006. The series came about from a California couple looking to entertain their own children. They created animated videos for their sons and posted their first video to the internet in 2006, after seeing how much their own kids liked them. Jay Gion, one of the creators, said that he and his wife, a book illustrator, were inspired by their kids' positive reaction to the stories and animation, which gave them confidence to create more. It may have started out as a private hobby, but it wasn't long before it became something much more. Though CoComelon has been around for quite some time, the series really took off in more recent years. The entertainment brand knows its audience, and it has evolved over time to better suit it. Specifically, after the creative minds behind CoComelon made some pretty intense adjustments to the show and online brand, they were rewarded by YouTube's algorithm, which directed more viewers than ever to the show. For example, CoComelon initially started out as ABC Kid TV. The creators eventually changed the name to CoComelon because they thought the name would be more universally appealing. Turns out they were right. That change, along with replacing the show's original animation style with 3D animation, really sent CoComelon soaring in popularity. Once the creators found that magic recipe, CoComelon found its sweet spot. If you thought that a kids show like CoComelon couldn't compete with other shows in terms of popularity, then you'd be wrong. To say that CoComelon is super popular would be an understatement. The children's entertainment brand has been dominating streaming platforms for a while now, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. CoComelon actually surpassed 100 million YouTube subscribers in December 2020, putting it in the top 3 of any YouTube channel. Additionally, CoComelon also passed 100 billion with a B lifetime views on YouTube, putting it into second place all time. And that's not all. On Netflix, CoComelon spent over 100 days in a row on the top 10 list. It might not be your idea of a good time, but all the kids who watch the show definitely keep coming back for more, making it a certified hit. Sure, CoComelon is mostly just animated toddlers singing nursery rhymes while the adults in their life are way too happy to join in with them. But kids love it, and that's what makes the show a success. And as we all know, lots of viewers equals lots of cash. The Wall Street Journal reported that CoComelon brings in about $120 million per year. But that's not all. The global entertainment company Moonbug crowdsourced over $250 million to purchase children's channels and spent a massive amount, the full cost which hasn't yet been revealed, to acquire CoComelon. Safe to say, the show is a huge moneymaker. To think, it all started with two parents just trying to make their kids happy. While most of CoComelon centers around kids just living their everyday lives, the show does tackle some serious topics. Well, sort of. While CoComelon isn't exactly highbrow entertainment, it can get pretty real.
Let's plant our seeds!
Co-creator Jay Gion explained that while CoComelon tries to be fun and engaging for children, the show's creators also try to stay relevant with the topics they present. The show tries to live up to its tagline, "Be happy and smart." When the COVID-19 pandemic started dominating conversation, CoComelon addressed many topics that were tied to it, like how to best wash your hands and how you can have fun without leaving the house. Like anything that's popular, CoComelon has more than a few haters. Sure, it's a kids' show, but not every child is going to enjoy it, and certainly not every adult will either. In fact, CoComelon and all its viewers got so many people talking that even Swedish YouTuber Felix PewDiePie Kjellberg was inspired by it. But not exactly in a good way. PewDiePie actually performed a diss track targeting the show that was eventually banned by YouTube. Being simply vulgar isn't usually enough to get a video banned, but PewDiePie's track was taken off the platform because it was encouraging abusive behavior. With all the successes that CoComelon has enjoyed, it makes sense that the brand would expand to include things other than just episodes and clips online. So if you have a child or someone you know who loves CoComelon, You should probably be aware that you can buy CoComelon toys at several retailers, including places like Target and Amazon. In fact, a CoComelon plush was actually the most searched for toy online during the 2020 holiday season. CoComelon toys have been so popular that people were reselling them on eBay with outrageous markups. After all, what toddler wouldn't love to hold a toy from their favorite show while watching their favorite show? It's not rocket science that kids love toys, and CoComelon has merely capitalized on that. As discussed earlier, CoComelon got its start when a husband and wife duo decided to work together to bring their sons some joy. And even as CoComelon turned into something much larger than they could have ever imagined, the people behind the brand didn't want any of the fame that tends to come with that sort of success. In fact, CoComelon creators Jay Jian and his wife have laid pretty low despite their huge success. Jian's wife even stays anonymous despite her involvement in a multi-million-dollar business. And there's a reason for that. Speaking with The Independent, Jian said, "We prefer to let the content we create speak for itself. The most important thing for us has always been making videos, stories, and characters that resonate strongly with our audiences. It's not about us, it's about serving them." You might not think that tiny little babies could ever really enjoy watching a television show, but they really do seem to be drawn to CoComelon. Turns out, there's a reason why they're drawn to this specific show. Psychologists have described CoComelon as a multi-sensory experience that is able to transfix babies on several levels. The bright colors and focus on faces and large eyes give them anchor points, and the repetitive sounds alongside constant movement keep their attention focused. So if you've never let your baby watch CoComelon, you might just give it a try. They could end up loving it, and you could end up getting a good laugh out of watching their reaction to it. Check out our newest videos right here. Plus, even more videos about your favorite streaming shows are coming soon to the list. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.